Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Easter holidays. I know a lot of you are now on your holidays, so it must be nice to have a little break from all the schoolwork and the screen. So I've just put together a nice energizing flow that anyone can do, any age, including your parents. So you can get your parents to do it with you as well. We're gonna do a warrior flow. So we're gonna go through all the different warrior poses. Okay. But we're going to start the way we start every lesson, and sitting in a nice comfortable seat and saying our special yoga word, namaste. Okay, ready? Namaste. Bowing your head to your heart. Okay, and then come sit cross-legged on your bottom. We're going to do some spine rolls. Just a nice way to get the body slowly warmed up. Imagine you're drawing circles with your body. You can see how my body is moving in big circles. So see if you can really try and make as big circles as you can. Your chest can almost touch your legs, that's okay. And then we're gonna go back. Making big circles the other way. Nice and slow. Notice what you feel in your body, and if you're doing this with a brother or sister or a friend, you can talk to them and tell them where you feel it, or you can tell your mom and dad. And now we're going to make smaller circles. So really, we're just moving the center of our body now, making smaller circles with our body. And going back the other way. Okay, hopefully we feel a little bit looser and a little less stiff. Coming back to sitting in thunderbolt pose. So we're just sitting on our heels like this, legs straight and in front, knees together. We're gonna do some breathing practice. We're gonna feel our breath and we're gonna listen to our breath. So take a deep breath in here. And breathe out. And then on the next breath, take your hands to your ribs. Wrap your hands so your thumbs are behind, your fingers are in front, and then when you breathe in, feel what happens. And then breathe out and feel what happens. So my ribs, when I breathe in, really expand, and when I breathe out, they really go back in. Okay. This time we're going to take our hands to our ears and cup your hands so there's a little space so you can still hear, but it almost sounds like an echo, like you're in a cave. You can close your eyes or you can keep your eyes open and breathe in. And notice how it sounds. And how your breath makes you feel. So what can you hear and what can you feel? And the sound of that breath is just the air moving inside your body. So it's pretty cool. Okay, coming to a pattern sequence, we're going to start in our tabletop pose and then move to stone pose. So you're looking at your mat, your eyes are open so you can see what color your mat is. Mine's green. And then you come up, back to tabletop, and now we're going to add another pose, cow pose, where we sink our spine like a cow's and we reach our chest forward, stretching your belly. And then we round, we're going to come to cat pose, like an angry cat. When they get angry, they round their spine. And then back to neutral. And come back. Stone pose. Take a breath in, come back. Cow pose. And cat pose. Really round your back. See if you can pull your belly button in too. Come back to neutral spine, normal spine, and stone pose. You continue the pattern. You can follow me or you can go cat pose at your own pace. Round cat pose. Back to neutral, stone. So wherever you are, just do one more round. And then everybody coming back to stone pose after you finish your round. And then coming back up. Hands and knees. Push your toes under. We're going to push back to downward facing dog. So we're making like an upside down V shape with our body. You can relax your head so your head can look at your feet. And you've got nice, strong arms. And you're spreading your fingers like the 5 points of a star. Spread your fingers wide onto your mat and push them into your mat. And then look at your feet. And then slowly walking your feet, lots of tiny steps. Come, you bring your feet to the top of your mat, near your hands. And then come all the way up, reach up to the sky. And then bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna do a sun salutation. So we breathe in and we reach to the sky, reach to the sun. And then as we breathe out, we go down to the ground. And then we step back to our plank pose. So plank pose is a really strong pose. And I want you to spread your fingers wide like stars again and squeeze your legs, squeeze your tummy, and then bend your elbows like you're doing a push-up and come all the way down to the mat. We're gonna come to our cobra pose. So we're gonna push up with our hands, keeping the elbows bent if you can. Rise up and squeeze your legs strong like you have a snake tail. And you're reaching your chest forwards like a cobra. And then we're gonna push back to downward facing dog. Remember your star hands. Look at your feet. Push your star hands into the mat. And then you can come up onto your toes if you can, see if you can. And then one big step and another big step up to the top of the mat. And then here we're just gonna come up halfway. So we have a nice long spine, nice flat back. And then as we breathe out, we fold down again. And then inhaling all the way up, breathing in, we reach back to the sun. And then as we breathe out, we bring our hands to our heart center. Reach up, one more time, reach to the sun. Breathe out, reach down to the ground. And this time, we're gonna move a little bit differently. We're gonna step our left leg back, or step one leg back. Drop your knee down, and we're gonna come to a lunge. So we wanna build our legs so they get strong. So I know when you're doing lots of schoolwork, you're probably sitting a lot. And our legs may have got lazy. I know mine get lazy if I sit down for too long. So this is where the energy starts. We're in our low lunge. And then get ready to test your balance. Squeeze the back leg straight. And now we're in a high lunge. So keep pressing like we pressed into the mat with our star hands. Now we're pressing into the mat with our feet. And then lower your knee down again. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Ready? Squeeze the legs straight and come up high lunge. And then lower down. 1 more time. Squeeze the legs straight, come up to high lunge. And then we're gonna jump switch because we've got to do the other side. So get ready and just do your best. Ready? Bend your knees a little bit, jump, switch. And if you wobble, that's okay. And then bring your knee down. Now we're on low lunge on the other side. So if you wobbled or you fell over, that's okay. I wobbled too. Okay, so now we're in low lunge.
We're gonna squeeze the legs straight and come up to high lunge. Feel the squeeze in your legs. Feel your muscles building, and then bend the knee. Come back down, low lunge. Keep lifting your arms. Squeeze the legs straight, high lunge. Come back down, low lunge. Last one. Squeeze the legs straight. And if you want, you can jump switch again. Ready? Jump. And then step to the front of the mat. Whoo! And you can shake it off if you want to. Okay, now we're gonna come to our warrior flow. So coming to the middle of your mat, bring your hands to the center and take a breath in and jump out to star pose. So nice wide legs, nice strong arms. We're gonna turn our foot out this way and come to a warrior two pose. So we bend in the front knee, but the back leg stays straight. And then our body is strong in the center. And you can imagine, you're gonna look over your front arm as if you have a bow and arrow. So you can take your left arm or your back arm and pull your bow, release your arrow. And then bring it back, pull, and release. And one more time, pull, and release. And then a clever warrior also knows how to hide. So we're gonna hide down, bend down, see if you can touch the floor, but keeping your legs in your warrior two shape. We're really building the strength on our legs and really stretching. And then we're gonna come back up. Come back to star pose. Take a breath here. And now we're gonna go to the other side. So this time we bend the leg that was behind and we come to warrior two. Looking over your front arm, which is the other side now. So for me, it's my left. Pull your bow and arrow. Second time, pull and release. Third time, take your back hand to meet your right arm, your front arm. Pull and release. And then we've got to hide. So coming down now to the other side, you want to see if you can take your hands to your mat. Keep squeezing your legs. One leg bend, one leg straight. And then come back up. Come back to star pose. And ready, jump back to the center. Okay. Now, there are three types of warrior poses, and we're going to go through all three. Warrior one, take one leg at the front and step one leg at the back. Try and get your back foot at a little bit of an angle. So it's kind of pointing forwards, kind of pointing to the side. And then you bend into your front knee, and your arms go up top. So this is warrior one. This is the first warrior pose. So he's looking, or she is looking and being strong. So it's a really strong pose. You can probably feel you're really strong, you're really tall. And then we open to warrior two, getting ready for battle. And then warrior three, we're gonna reach both arms forwards, ready? And then push up. And now we're balancing on one foot. And we're reaching forwards. Now we're in attack. And see how long you can balance. And if you start to get wobbly, you bend your knee and you come back to warrior one like a defense pose. Okay, let's do that again, but on the other side. So step to the front of the mat and change your legs. Step your other leg back. Back foot's kind of pointing forwards, kind of pointing to the side. It's at an angle. And then we take our arms up, our defense pose, getting ready, nice and strong. Look forwards. And then we open out to warrior two, where we open our arms out wide. Our legs can even get wider a little bit. And then we bring both arms forward, getting ready for warrior three, and we come forwards. It's okay if you wobble. And now we're in attack. Our arms are reaching forwards, our legs are reaching back. We're in a really strong pose. And then we bend and come back. Warrior one. Defense pose. and then step to the top of the mat. So that's our warrior flow. I'm just gonna do it with you once, but you can do it as many times as you like. From warrior 1, defense, warrior 2, getting ready, and warrior 3 in attack. And then don't forget to defend afterwards. Okay, hopefully you're feeling like you've got a little bit of energy, feeling energized. Now we're gonna bring our energy a little bit down. So we're gonna take our feet nice and wide like the mat, toes pointing out to the side, and then just come and squat down. And you can take your elbows into your knees, take your hands together at your heart. And this one's called yogi squat. So only yogis can do it. So if you're doing this, that means you're a yogi. And then start to lean back, oh, until you fall down. And then come sit in butterfly pose. So your soles of your feet, the bottom of your feet are touching. You can have your feet out far, or you can try and bring your feet close to your hips. And you can hold your feet. And if you push your feet together, you'll notice that your knees naturally come down, or they won't. Your knees might be up here, or they might be down here, and that's okay. And then taking your arms out to the side, like you have wings. So now we're also building strength in our shoulders. And then we bring the arms up, and then we bring them down to the mat or to the floor in front of you. And you can notice your breath now. Maybe it's changed from when we were doing the warrior sequence, the warrior flow. My heart rate has gone down a little bit, which means I'm relaxing. I'm coming to the stretching part of our sequence. Then coming up, stretching our legs out in front of us. Nice straight legs. Bring your arms up again, and then fold down. You can grab your feet, or you can grab your legs, and you want to pull yourself forwards, like you're trying to touch your nose to your toes. And use your breath. So in yoga, our breath is like our best friend. As we breathe in and we find some length in our body. And then when we breathe out, we try and get a little bit deeper. So maybe as we breathe out, our nose gets closer to our toes. And then coming up, and we're gonna lie on our backs. And then take your knees into your chest, lying on your backs. And then grab the outsides of your feet for happy baby pose. So you're grabbing the outside of your feet and you're pulling your knees down. So if some of you have baby brothers and sisters, you can see if they do this. If they're still a young baby, babies like to do this. And then hug your knees into your chest. Roll yourself up into a ball. And then lie down on your backs. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Feel your whole body relax. Starting our class with breathing, and then finding our energy and becoming warriors, strengthening our body, and now we can just relax. You can place one hand on your tummy and one hand on your chest and just feel your breathing. See if you can feel your belly breathing with you, your chest breathing with you.
And bring your hands back down and slowly bend your knees and roll over to one side. And push yourself back up to a comfortable seat just like we started. And to say goodbye, we're going to say our yoga word again, which is namaste. So we take our hands together in front of our heart center and we say namaste. Thanks guys for practicing with me. I hope you like the sequence. I hope you like being strong warriors. Have a great rest of the holiday.